Well, you are currently inside the palatial, incredibly well-lit, unbelievably ventilated, totally organized office of Kevin Caron Studios. Whatever you do, don't look that way, okay? So you may remember this machine from 2, 3, 4 videos ago. I did a video about pulling this gear reduction apart with a gear puller. So look for that. But I've got the motor back finally. They rebuilt the whole thing for me, got it all put back together, and I was just sitting here tumbling some brass in it just to see how well it works.
Can we see what it does?
Well, this is a chunk of brass that I rounded off the one end with the lathe, and I drilled the other end so I can put it on a shaft so I can make some cattails. But this, there will all be these big chunks of brass, so when they touch one another, sometimes they'll ring, sometimes they'll make noise. So I was just tumbling them in here just to clean them up a little, just to see how well this thing works. So you might ask, what kind of tumbling medium do you use if you're polishing brass? Well, more brass. So these are brass balls. There's 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. And, oh yeah, I had some screws and some brass chain. Pretty much cleaned out my toolbox, whatever brass I could find, throw it in here, It's a nice big tub. It's a big hopper. You got to fill it up to get enough in there to do the job you need. And you may be asking, well, why the heck do I need this? What am I going to do with it? Well, I'm printing bronze now with the 3D printers. So a sculpture off my medium-sized machine is just the right size to fit in here. And that way I can tumble my printed bronze, and that cleans it up. That polishes it. That gets it nice and bright and shiny. So that's what I'm doing here. And oddly enough, this is the first time that the internet has failed. I can't find this machine on the internet anywhere. The whole internet. I checked every single corner. The Sahara silver burnisher from the American Laundry Machinery Company. And pretty much like anything from this day and age, this was manufactured, near as I could tell, probably in the 1905 to about 1907 range. Wow. Ease of operation, oh, you won't believe it. You would normally, this would normally be used at a hotel, at a restaurant, on a cruise ship, something like that. Your silverware, that's what it was for. It was polishing silverware. Your silverware would go in with some tumbling medium. Well, I have no idea what they used. And some liquid, some water probably, because there's a drain on the back. There's a drain inside the catch basin, this part. So your water, anything that would leak out, it would fall into here and just go out the drain, probably to the sewer, I would assume, or overboard if you're on a ship. And inside here, there's actually a screen, so it would catch any of the chunks. Once you go to rinse this thing out, when you're all done with it, if there happens to be something left over, it would go down inside the drain. That would at least catch it from going before it got into the pipes. But how do you run it? It's easy. You put in what you want. This is a little locking mechanism that locks the drum. You pull that out, now your drum turns. And all you have to do is line up the dogs on the coupler, on the gear reduction, and plug it in. If you have the sound turned up on your computer, you might want to turn it down just a little. So now you know why this is down at the office at the studio instead of like in the garage at the house or inside the house. Noisy.
So how long does it take to tumble something?
Well, very good question. I did run one of my small bronze sculptures through this. It took about 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours, somewhere right in there. I wasn't really paying attention. I just brought it down in the morning, started it up, let it run until I went home. So I just really want to say thank you guys for watching. I have a lot of fun doing this. I hope it shows. Now, I just need you guys to A, hit that subscribe button for me. It may be over there now. And B, come out to Facebook. Look for Kevin Caron Studios and like my page. I'll see you next time. And you're probably wondering, well, what's inside the bucket? Barbie, get back to the office.